Hey guys, Tiffany with another video, and as you guys saw in the title, this is going to be another one of my will I buy it or nah videos. I think this is the third one that I have done like this, and I'm going to go ahead and address this question because I know that some of you are going to ask because you've asked in the previous two videos I've done. No, I promise I am not done with the anti-hauls. I just have been trying out different things on my channel. I always try to keep it new, always try to keep it fresh. I promise you guys I am not done with the anti-haul videos. I will have one coming up for you guys within the next couple of weeks, so definitely make sure you are subscribed and have your notification bell turned on so that you will not miss it. But for right now, let's talk about these new releases and whether or not I plan on purchasing it or passing. Let's get started. So first things first, let's go ahead and talk about the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette release. They have teamed up again and are coming out with another palette. I have to say I was not interested in the last Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, and I know y'all gonna try and come for me in the comment section because so many of you guys love it. But for whatever reason, just nothing about that palette made me want to pick it up. But I will say this new palette release, like, I am so interested in. The first thing that I'm really digging is the fact that it's 4 palettes in one. You can actually buy all 4 palettes for $49, or you can buy them separately, and I just think that's a really cool idea because not all the colors in the palette may appeal to everyone, but if there is a certain palette that you like, you can just purchase that one separately for $15. It looks like the palette comes with 10 eyeshadows in each one, so that's a total of 40 eyeshadows for $49. I'm like 98.75% sure that I am actually going to purchase all 4 palettes because I think all of these just go together. Of course, the really warm tone palette, you guys know colors like that speak to my soul, so that one definitely interests me. I like the one with the purples and the mauves in it because I also love colors like that. Then you have more of the like jewel toned, sort of a cooler smoky type of feel palette, and that green in there is really interesting me. That black looks like it might be a really good black, and that brown looks like it really would be a nice outer corner color, and that little silverish taupey shade looks really interesting. And then you have that other palette that it's giving me some warm colors, but they're those like, I don't know, off the wall warm colors, but I really like those. I feel like those orangey shades in there would definitely work well in the crease. Like, I just think overall you could really do a lot with all 4 of the palettes, and 40 eyeshadows for $49. I'm definitely not mad at it, and this one is on my radar. I think they did like an early release where you were able to get all 4, but you had to pick them up from Vegas or something like that at a meet and greet. I don't really know the full thing of it, but I believe they are supposed to release on the website June 26th, and I'm definitely going to have my alarm set because I have a feeling this is going to sell out really fast. Now, another eyeshadow palette release. This one comes from Urban Decay. This is their Born to Run palette. It's supposed to be travel inspired. Now, they released promo pictures for this a while ago, and I was really interested in this. I like Urban Decay shadows. I think they have a tendency to perform really well. I love the colors in here. I think all of the colors are really cohesive and you can get some great looks out of it. But the reason that I'm now questioning it and I'm probably not going to get it is because of the fact that this palette is also $49 for 21 shades. And because the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette is also $49 for 40 shades, I just feel like I'm going to get a better deal with the Jaclyn Hill palette. So this palette was on my list because, again, I love Urban Decay eyeshadows. I have quite a few Urban Decay eyeshadows over there on my wall, and I wanted this one, but that Jaclyn Hill, she snuck in and she got my attention, and I really don't think I'm going to get this just for that reason alone. Like, price point wise, they're both $49, and I'm just looking at what I'm going to get a better bang for my buck, and it has to go to Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. But I do think this is a really pretty palette. The swatches look really nice. I've never been disappointed by Urban Decay eyeshadows, so I think this one is a good one. I'm not disappointed with it at all, but because of that reason I just stated, I'm just not gonna pick it up. So Lorac is coming out with a, I should have called this the like will I buy it or not eyeshadow edition. Lorac is coming out with the Lorac Pro Palette 4. You guys know they have a whole bunch of other Pro palettes. I actually don't have any Pro palettes. I had the first one. I think I gave that one away to my sister. I had the Mega Pro palette. I think I sold that one in a blog sale. And I had the Mega Palette 2 or something like that, the blue one. I ended up not liking that and I sold that in a blog sale as well. And honestly, looking at this one, I'm not interested in it. Now don't get me wrong, because I do think that Lorac eyeshadows, they perform really well. They tend to have a lot of kick up, like there's a lot of dust. Those are some dusty palettes from my experience, but the pigmentation and the payoff is really nice. But as I'm looking at this, that whole top row, except for that last like eggplantish purpley shade, all of those other shades are giving me such blah vibes. Like nothing about that top row interests me. And then even looking at the shimmer shades, I'm just not wowed by this palette. I think this will probably be a nice neutral, like this looks like the boring sister to the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, if I'm being honest. It just looks a little too boring for me. Like they tried to throw in some drama, but that drama ain't really paying off. So it's just, no, I'm passing on this one. This just looks like a super boring palette, like snooze fest. Y'all know how I love me some ColourPop here on my channel. I tend to stand for ColourPop. I don't care. I think they give us some really great products at a really affordable price. I have always loved ColourPop. Everything I get from them I usually like. Why ColourPop coming out with foundations and setting powders, and y'all already know I'm here for it. So ColourPop is coming out with 42 foundation shades. This foundation is supposed to be a lightweight formula with a medium to full coverage and a matte finish. 42 shades, like, oh my gosh, like I'm just so excited about this. ColourPop has always done a really good job to me. I love their concealers, I love their highlighters, I love their eyeshadows, I love their lip products. Like, yes, if these foundations are as amazing as their concealers are to me, I am just so here for it. I love the fact that they are coming out with 42 shades. I definitely feel like there's probably been some thought put into it, because ColourPop does to me seem to put thought into their products. I am really interested in this. These foundations are going to run you $12. 12 dineros. Like, hello, that is so affordable. And if it works, baby, I'm so here for it. But the only thing I will say, like on the release date, which is June 14th, oh shoot, what is today? Oh, today's the 12th. Okay, I'm gonna try to have this up by the 13th for you all. This is supposed to release June 14th, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm gonna have to make a secret bathroom run if I'm at work, because I am gonna make sure that I order these. You know, these things are gonna sell out like crazy. They're also coming out with loose powders. The loose powders are gonna be in 3 shades, translucent, banana, and deep. And they're gonna run you $9. And they're coming out with blotting powders. I didn't even know that. The blotting powders are in 6 shades, fair, light, medium, medium dark, dark, and deep dark. And they're coming out with foundation brushes. I know for a fact I'm interested in the foundations. I'm interested in the loose powders because you guys know I have a loose powder obsession. I'm not so much into the blotting powders, but I may check out their foundation brushes. So yeah, overall, like I'm super excited for this one. So Tarte Cosmetics has come out with a new collection. Well, first of all, are we still doing Tarte? Like, has Tarte made a comeback after that whole foundation drama? I'm asking for a friend. So Tarte is coming out with a collection that is called Trust and Fairy Dust. There is an eye and cheek palette that is going to run you $39, a brush set for $42, mascara for $23, fairy dust glitters for $9, a blush for $29. I think you can get every item in the collection for $110. Where do I start? You know, I try not to be so critical of these whole like unicorny type things, even though I've said before, and you guys know, I'm not a unicorn person, okay? I'm not here for the unicorns and their essence. Like, I'm just not. But at first when I saw this, like, I rolled my eyes so hard. I was just like, really, Tarte? Like, really? But then I had to think about it. I mean, of course, as I get older, that means that a younger demographic is coming in. So I get that maybe Tarte is trying to appeal to the younger demographic, or maybe to the older person that is just still fairy dust and trust-ish at heart. But just when I look at this collection, like, this collection is giving me straight out of Claire's vibes. Like, even if they're gonna do it and appeal to like the younger crowd, like, this to me just looks so cheapy and so cheesy. Like, and they are a high-end brand. I'm trying to figure out, is there a way they could have done it and added a little bit more like high-end oomph to it? Because this is just giving me like straight out of Claire's. This is giving me clearance rack at TJ Maxx type vibes, and TJ Maxx is already cheap. So if you're on the clearance aisle at TJ Maxx, like, you know, you for the low. I don't know. I don't know. Again, maybe I'm just being a little bit more critical because I don't like the whole unicorn thing, but it just looks like something that's like really cheap that I would buy for Lonnie, because I know if she breaks it, like, I didn't pay more than $5 for it. Like, this is not giving me $39 vibes. This is not giving me $17 vibes, $29 vibes, like a total of $110 vibes. Like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not here for it. It's just gonna be a pass for me. So let's go ahead and talk about the one collection y'all have been hitting me up about. Y'all have been asking me on Instagram, y'all have been asking me on Snapchat, y'all been commenting down on my videos like, Tiff, the MAC Aaliyah collection, what are your thoughts? What are you getting? Girl, what's the tea? Now, first things first, let me say I am such an Aaliyah fan. Like, y'all know I'm an 80s baby. I love me some Aaliyah. When they first, well, there's been a rumor about MAC doing like an Aaliyah collection a long time ago. I think her family kind of had something to do with it not being released the initial time it was supposed to be released. But then when I heard it was actually happening, like, I was all on Snapchat going crazy, like, y'all, it's happening, it's coming out. Like, I love me some Aaliyah. 1 in a million? 1 in a million will always be my, I don't care where I'm at, what I'm doing, let 1 in a million come on and see if I'm not somewhere in the side. Like, loves me some Aaliyah. Loves me some Aaliyah. But then they released the promo pictures for this collection, and my excitement kind of died down. Like, I just don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but I definitely was expecting a little more. First off, let's start with the eyeshadow palette. This eyeshadow quad is called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. It's gonna run you $32. It comes with 3, 6, 9 shades. So I think this is one of their MAC ×9 size palettes. You guys know those palettes are a little bit smaller, and it's just so cool toned. It is just like so cool toned, and I am one of those people, I just don't really care for cool tone palettes. I have a couple, but I don't wear cool tones very often. Like, if you guys follow me on my channel, you know that I don't do cool tones often, and I just it's just a little lackluster to me, and it just doesn't look like something I would get any use out of. Like, if I purchased it, it would be purchasing it just to support like Aaliyah, because I know I would not use this eyeshadow quad. Now she is coming out with some lip glosses as well. There are 4 lip glosses. They're going to run you $17. There's an orange one. There's like a really deep vampy shade that I actually like. There is, I don't know, this looks like it might be somewhat of like an oxbloody type of color. And then there is something that looks like it probably has some sparkle to it. Now I may pick up one of those. It'll be either, you know, one of the 2 vampier shades. She's coming out with lipsticks, or they're coming out with lipsticks as well. The lipsticks are going to run you $17.50, and there's like a really deep, probably like a deep purple. It looks black. It may be black. I don't know. I haven't seen swatches of anything. I've just kind of just seen like the release of it. And there's a red. You guys know how I feel about red. There's a brownie lipstick. I may pick that one up. I don't know, like, I'm just not excited by this. When I think of Aaliyah, like, she was just like so sexy, and she did do her deep colors, she did do her warm tone colors, but I was just expecting something a little more. And then the one thing that really has me like scratching my head and needing to like adjust my wig is this bronzer. Now this is supposed to be a bronzing powder. It's called Baby Girl. It's $27. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, who they bronzing? Like, who? Now I know, you know, Aaliyah, she was a little light skinned, but this looks like a highlighter to me. This just looks like a sparkly, like deep gold type of highlight. Like, I'm not seeing bronzer when I look at it. Now that's not to say that it may not swatch or apply differently. Like, this is something I would not pick up online. I need to actually see how this performs on my skin tone in store. So if my MAC gets it and I, you know, go in and swatch it and it's something worth picking up, I'd get it. But just looking at it, it just looks more like a highlighter to me. And as excited as I was for this collection, and as much as I love Aaliyah, I have to tell you guys, I'm pretty disappointed by this release. I don't know. I know you guys are going to let me know down below if it's just me. I know a lot of you guys have hit me up already saying that you are really excited and you plan on picking up everything, and I wish I could say the same, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm a little underwhelmed, and I wanted more because I feel like we've been waiting so long for this, and I don't know about this one. It's more of an in-store have to swatch type of collection than a online throw it all in my cart type of collection for me, definitely. All right guys, so that is it for this edition of Will I Buy It or Nah? Definitely let me know your thoughts down below, whether or not you have these things on your radar to put in your cart, or if these are things that you already know for a fact you plan on passing on, and whatever else you guys want to tell me down below. Again, let me know what you guys are thinking. Do you guys like these type of videos better than the anti-haul? Do you still want me to find a way to mix the anti-haul in there? Like, I don't really know, but I know y'all gonna tell me down below what it is that you like to see. Thank you guys as always for your continued support here on my channel, and until next time, bye YouTube.